Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a long-awaited video. It's my weight loss and fitness journey update, and I am really excited but also a little bit nervous to be filming this one. In 2017, I definitely had some setbacks with some weight gain and some trouble losing weight again. So in this video, I definitely want to take your questions about that and give you guys kind of an update. Like, I'm actually sweating. I'm usually so like happy-go-lucky. I guess I haven't ever had a setback, so I'm never usually stressed out about filming this video because it's always been like, yeah, like I maintained. I'm like sweating. Get it together, girl. So if you guys are new to my channel and don't know, I used to be 212 pounds. Yes, I am 5'6", which is something I always get asked, so let me clear that up right away. And I weighed 212 pounds and wore a size 12 to 14 pant size. Growing up, I was never a big or chubby child. I was actually a competitive gymnast and then a competitive figure skater growing up. So I was always very in shape and thin. I take accountability for my weight gain. It was a lack of self-control and discipline. I don't think I've ever told you guys this before, but I will be completely candid. At my largest, there were days when I would go to the store and buy a French baguette. Yes, like a whole French baguette, and eat half of a French baguette for lunch with like butter and cheese. Or I would buy myself like one of those pizzas that you can put in the oven and eat the whole pizza. Like, I was doing the complete wrong thing. What I did was change over my diet to a clean eating, but not an 100% clean eating diet. Basically, I would take out the bad stuff and replace it with veggies, with lower carb options, with salads, with high protein meals, and eat lower carb. I would allow myself to have a cheat day once a week. Also, I would try to eat 100 grams of protein per day, and I would also try to eat 1,200 calories. And then yes, I did also exercise. I incorporated basically running on the treadmill to lose my first 80 pounds. I would do high intensity interval training. Again, I have 2 videos of this on my channel, and that's still the cardio that I choose and prefer to this day. And also, when I started to get thinner or lose the weight, I incorporated weight training. It took me 6 months to lose 60 pounds, and then it took me a further year or to 6 months to lose the rest of the weight, so that was another 20-something pounds. I got down to my lowest weight to 127 pounds. I'm gonna throw up some pictures so you guys can see the before and after of that time period. And I was thrilled. And at that point, my mentality, if I'm totally honest with you guys, was to stay thin. I loved that thin, super lean look. I had no boobs. I still don't really have boobs, but I literally had even less boobs than I had now. And I had no hips and no butt. I was flat like an A4 sheet of paper everywhere. I was just straight up and down. If I'm completely honest, 126 to 127 pounds was probably too low for my height. Yes, I was super thin and super lean, and you could see all my muscles, but I know I was not eating enough calories to sustain myself at that time. And I was just maintaining that super thin body at all costs, probably because my whole adult life I had been overweight. Fast forward to 2016, mid-2016, I guess I fell out of love with the gym. I had been doing the same thing for 2-3 years and I was done, bored with it, so I never went back. I just started losing all the muscle tone that I had. Basically, Christmas came, and as you guys know, I like to go ham at Christmas, but my number one tip is always, as soon as that Christmas period is done, pick a date and go back to eating how you were eating, and you'll be fine. You won't gain any weight, your body won't have any dramatic effects. Of course, your girl over here got a little too excited with the good food and did not pick that date. So come March, I noticed that my jeans were fitting a little tighter through the hips, and I was like, oh. So I decided to try on like some of my skinniest outfits, I guess, like my summer shorts, which are probably the ones that would show weight gain the fastest. And I could not, for the life of me, get them over my hips. And I was like, shit. I believe I was up to 140 pounds, maybe 145 pounds. And then at my heaviest, I got to 150 pounds in 2017. And that is the heaviest that I've been since losing the weight years ago. And I was like, oh my God, I was very unhappy with my body. So in March of 2017, I started back at the gym, and what I started to do was weight training again, because weight training for me is what really shapes up my body. And then I also started incorporating some high intensity interval training back into my routine. I would do that 3 times a week. Another thing I did to lose the weight was started to track calories again. So I downloaded my Fitness Pal, and I wasn't eating to 1,200 calories because that's just too low. I was doing 1,400 this time on sedentary days. And I would also start measuring portions out again because I had gotten a little crazy with portion sizes. Let me tell you guys, when you only have 15 or 20 pounds to lose, it is going to be harder and come off slower than if you have 80 pounds to lose, because at the beginning, if you're very overweight, weight drops off like that once you start doing exercise, especially if you've been sedentary. Did I get back to 130 pounds? No, you guys. Currently right now, I am sitting at about 135 pounds. I have not been able to get back to 130 pounds, and I don't know if I want to. I have been able to reshape my body into a curvier shape this time around, and I feel like I mobilized some of the fat and turned it into muscle. So instead of being straight up and straight down, now I have a little bit of hips, and I've also managed to start building myself a booty. So I'm going to show you guys a before and after from when I was 130 pounds with a flat butt to now that I'm 135 pounds and that I've really worked on building my glutes. But to be honest, the number is not the key for me, and I encourage you guys all to step off the scale. The number on the scale is just that, it's a number, and a number doesn't define you, it doesn't make you have a better life. But what makes me happy is how my body looks in the mirror and how I want my body to be. My thighs are still holding on to a little bit of fat. I would love for my leg muscles to show through more how they used to when I was leaner. What I have started doing is incorporating high intensity interval training back into my routine. I'm doing 20 minutes of that 2 times a week. It has been 3 weeks now of me doing 2 times a week, and so if I do that by the summertime, I definitely should be a little bit leaner. Weight training pretty much takes over what mostly I do, and I'm loving it again. I've been weight training, I want to say now, for almost a year again. I started in mid-March. I train my legs on a Monday. I do a back and bicep workout the next day, and also some high intensity interval training cardio. The next day I will do some triceps and shoulders, and then on the 4th day, I will do abs and cardio. So I am only actually going to the gym 4 days a week. I used to go 5 days a week, and I would do 2 leg days, and I do want to start incorporating, again, 2 leg days into my schedule. So overall, I would say I don't have my perfect dream body, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I actively stress over. It comes secondary to me. I think weight loss and exercise and eating is not something that I want to consume my mind, which I feel like it did for a time there. And I would thrive on the comments like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny and things like that, like you've lost so much weight. It would really like motivate me. And I think it became almost an unhealthy obsession at a point for me. So I think this setback really helped to refocus me and to realize that yes, I do want to work out and I do want to be as fit as I can be, and I want to be a strong, fit, healthy person, but it doesn't need to consume my life, and thinness isn't the key. What is it? It's strong, not skinny. So it was almost a blessing in disguise. And now I want to go to Instagram and answer all the questions that I got from you guys. So Pretty Tam 70 said, do you find it hard to drop the weight after gaining 10 or so pounds? I kind of touched on this earlier. Yes, it is definitely harder to lose the last 10 pounds. To be quite frank with you, it can be a little less motivating and also a little discouraging when you have less weight to lose and you notice results aren't as fast or what you would expect them to be. But this is when you really have to go with like my key like slogan, which is trust the process and trust the journey. Please know that what you're doing is good for your body, and if you're doing the right things, eventually results will come, and you have to find your enjoyment in other things like non-scale victories or enjoying your workout, trying new workouts and things like that, as opposed to being so results driven, because it can drive you mad. The Chris says, when you were overweight, did you have the little line from the roll at your lower tummy? How long did that take for it to go away? I did, and to be honest, it has never really completely gone away. I will never be the girl with the super washboard flat abs. I will still have a little demarcation from where my roll used to be. I'll show you guys in a second. But it just truly doesn't bother me at the end of the day. Like, I do have a little bit of stretch marks. What is it? I don't have cellulite, which is something I always get asked, but little things like that. My body will never be 100% perfect because I was 212 pounds. Ash Encina says, since trying to lose weight again, how much have you lost and what are your goals? I kind of answered this, but for a strict number, I want to say I've lost 15 pounds. And also, a lot of you guys asked my measurements. My waist is 24 to 24 and a half inches. It's somewhere in between the 24 and the 24 and a half. And my glutes are 37 inches. Eunice Music says, workout routine, how long are your strength and cardio training sessions? So for high intensity interval training, I never do more than 20 minutes, and that includes a warm up and also my sprinting intervals. My workout strength training, probably legs takes the longest, like it's like an hour, sometimes an hour and a half if I combine legs and glutes. And then upper body, like maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Sundeep Jador says, how do you maintain or keep off the weight? Maintenance is a balancing act, you guys. So the best thing to do for for maintenance is still incorporate some level of working out into your lifestyle, because again, you don't want to go from working out all the time to being a couch potato, combined with your diet. So I would say never do any diets to lose weight, because that is the first way that you're going to gain weight. If you've had a very restrictive diet and now you start incorporating all the things you cut out back into your diet, you do have to find out how many calories you can eat without losing or gaining weight. But once you hit that number, you don't have to count calories your whole life. It becomes instinctive. She says, how do I fit in treats or deal with cravings? Treats I will have one time a week basically if I want them. I also deal with cravings by snacking. I snack a lot throughout the day, and I have what I snack on my channel down below, but snacking really means that I am never hungry. So by snacking every few hours, I never have the chance to be like, oh my god, I'm dying, like give me the chocolate, give me the chips. Amina Ahmed says, any hacks for eating healthy while on vacation, for example going out to restaurants? For me, when I'm on vacation, I actually take the time to cheat as much as I feel like. So that is the time where I will have more than one treat or cheat a week. However, for me, when I'm on vacation, I try not to eat out for all 3 meals of the day. In your suitcase, I would pack your own snacks, pack protein bars, pack nuts, pack little dried snacks like fruit leathers, all natural snacks that you can bring with you and snack on, so you're never feeling the need to like buy a bag of chips when you're out. And then when you're at a restaurant, if you do have to eat out quite a bit, for me, what I will usually do is choose 1 or 2 days where I'll go ham and order that high carb option, because I'm a carbs girl. Your girl loves carbs. I love burgers. I love anything carby. I'm like, yes, give it to me. So every time I eat out at a restaurant on vacation, I won't go for that crazy option. Sometimes I will substitute things on the menu to make things a little bit healthier, and I will look at the nutritional information on the website before I go and choose a healthier option and modify it so it is within my macros and doesn't count as a cheat. And then I will set myself a certain amount of days to do that balls to the walls crazy stuff. Shayna_GC says, how do you stay motivated to keep going? I'm getting so bored with the meals and I need to switch things up. Girl, check out my what I eat in a day videos and also my food diaries, because there are so many like guilty recipes that you can tweak to make healthier. So for instance, even the other day, I just made vegan nachos. I just made a healthier version of that, which still is going to be fitting into your macros but tastes freaking amazing. There is always a way you can substitute things to make things healthier, and honestly, don't diet. Don't cut anything completely out of your diet, because that will just make you want it 10 times more. And as for motivation, I truly think, other than buying new cute gym clothes, which you guys know motivates the hell out of me, and also having a kick-ass playlist, like my music, if I go to the gym and I do not have my music, even to this very day, your girl is going home to get her iPod and her headphones and going back, because there is no workout happening without music. But other than that, it really has to come from within yourself. You have to find motivation other than just what you look like, I think. And that is something I've learned. So that can be motivation from lifting heavier weights, from running at a higher speed on the treadmill, from running a longer distance, even just like fitness goals like that. I find latching onto a goal where I can improve myself and I can work towards something very, very motivating, because sometimes the physical goals and the way you look take longer to happen, but you will hit those fitness goals much quicker, and it's very rewarding. Kitty Jiao Jiao says, is there a way to lose only belly fat? I've lost about 50 pounds, went down a couple of sizes, but my belly seems to be huge. Girl, I am so sorry to tell you, but you cannot spot lose fat. So for anyone who wants to ask, can you strictly lose belly fat? Can you strictly lose thigh fat? Can you strictly lose butt fat, this fat, that fat? You cannot lose fat from anywhere on your body. What you can do is overall fat loss, and eventually your body will pick and choose where to lose the weight from. So she said she lost 50 pounds, and I know the feeling. When I lost my first 60 pounds, my belly still looked pregnant. It still looked huge. It looked like it hadn't changed at all. And it was only when I lost 20 more pounds that my belly actually started to look lean. My stomach was actually the last thing to go, and I think it's because it was the biggest thing on my body. Viri says, do you feel afraid to stop exercising and gain back all the weight again? It's a good question. I don't think I would ever gain back all the weight, because I think I'm quick to catch myself. Am I afraid to stop exercising? No, but I do know that if I stop exercising, I will lose all the muscle tone that I have built on my body. And after having to rebuild all that muscle tone back, I know it does take a long time. It takes a hell of a lot of effort, a hell of a lot of sweat, blood, and tears, pain, being able not to sit on the toilet properly and walk upstairs. So it is not something that I would want to do to ever stop completely exercising again. And to be honest, exercise is so good for my mood. It's also great for my skin. I honestly feel like I have the clearest skin because I'm drinking more water. It's almost like therapy going to the gym. It's some me time where no one bothers me and I can just lift and I feel great after. Liang Noi says, what do you do when you really don't feel like working out, and how do you stay focused and motivated? I don't feel like working out. Sometimes I will drag my feet, I'm not gonna lie. You know in your head what you have to do. pack your gym clothes, pack your water bottle, and take your ass to the gym. Start working out. You may not want to, you may drag your feet at first, but once you start working out, you will start feeling it. You will be more motivated once you start lifting or once you start running, and you're gonna get into it and feel 10 times better, and you're gonna start enjoying it. Al Haken says, when you were at your heaviest, did you have issues with knee-high or thigh-high boots fitting into them on your calves? If so, how soon were you able to wear some? Girl, when I was bigger, this was a major issue for me, and I'm not gonna lie, still to this very day, your girl, okay, it's super unflexible, but I have huge freaking calves, and even to put on skinny jeans is a struggle to get over my calf. So, yeah, I can't really say that it ever got completely better. The Real Bernadette P says, did you lose weight in your breast? What was your bra size before, and what is it now? Girl, I am part of the itty bitty titty, like these things are mosquito bites, and I've just had to learn to love it. I was a C cup before, and then I got down to like an A cup, and now I'm a 32B, a small 32B, like nothing to write home about. Have I thought about getting a boob job? I'm not gonna lie, I have thought about it, but it's not where I choose to spend $10,000 at the moment. It's expensive, and it's not a necessity. Like maybe one day I'll get a boob job, but I'm okay with having small boobs. It's not the end of the world. I don't have to worry about them like jiggling and hitting my face when I'm running and doing cardio. The last question I'm gonna answer is by Lavinia Latham, and she says, what do I think about intermittent fasting? For me, I did try it, but for me, when I would work out before eating my first meal of the day, I just could not do it. A fasted workout is not for me. But if I did the intermittent fasting early enough in the evening, and then I would have my first meal break of the day, like before I could work out and before it got too late, then it was okay. But for me, it's just not something I choose to do. I didn't think the results were that much better doing it. I didn't think that they were worse. I would prefer to eat the way that I eat. So yeah, you guys, those are all the questions I'm going to answer. I hope I answered all of your questions and gave you guys some motivation. If you guys didn't get your question in because these were strictly Instagram questions, leave them in the comments below on my YouTube family, and I will answer the questions in a whole separate video if you guys need more motivation tips or have more specific things that you would like to ask me. So drop all your comments below, and I can't wait to read them. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm so glad that I sat down to do it when I was in a good mood and in the frame of mind, because I feel like I've got a load off my chest now. So I hope you guys love this video, and I hope it's helped you in some ways. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button, because I'm doing 2 to 3 videos a week, and I would love to have you guys stick around. And I will see you guys really soon.